Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever happens to be the time in which you're watching this. I hope all is well with you. Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Hi, how are you? Too cheerful. I've been up all night. Work. It is 8:13 a.m. as I am live streaming this. So if you happen to be watching this at another time or date, that's cool too. My shirt, it's an Off the Mark comic strip from the artist himself. He has shirts available on his webpage. I think you can get to it through Facebook. It's Mark Parisi, Parisi. Off the Mark is the name of the comic strip. Facial tissue saying, "Yep, that's my job." I can't think anything more humiliating. I'm so ashamed. By the way, what do you do? I don't know why the facial tissue would be lower, like on the floor, from the toilet paper. And the look on the toilet paper is like, But yeah, I'm not sure why the box of facial tissue would be on the floor in the bathroom. Because, what. As far as I know, it's not his birthday today. I checked the top 100 out of 1,279 today. Lenny Clark. I want to say he was on Rescue Me, the show with Dennis Leary. He's done a lot of comedy things also. David Copperfield. Christopher Rich, who was on the TV show Reba. He's done other things, but Susan Rattan, who was on LA Law. Mark Anthony, the singer, not the Julius Caesar Cleopatra Mark Anthony. Mickey Rourke, Jennifer Tilly, Nick Jonas, Molly Shannon, Amy Poehler, Jane Brooke, Ed Begley Jr., Kyla Pratt, Bing Bing Fan, Kurt Fuller. I want to say he was the ME on Psych. Danny John Jules, Richard Marx, Linda Henning, who played Betty Jo Bradley on Petticoat Junction TV series from 1963 to 1970. She also appeared on Green Acres as that character, I believe, because there was like a crossover on those shows. Petticoat Junction, Green Acres. There's another one, but I can't think of it right now. Heather Hopper, who played Nikki on Good Morning, Miss Bliss, 1988 to 1989. And she was in Troop Beverly Hills in 1989. Romy Windsor, Ebony Smith, James Moses Black, Henry. It might be Lewis. It could be Louis. It's at Louis, but Henry Louis Gates Jr. And to the late Lauren Bacall, Peter Falk, Anne Francis, 1930 to 2011. Morgan Woodward, who played Boss Godfrey and Cool Hand Luke, 1967. I'm shouting a little bit. I'm trying to be a little loud because I'm trying to talk over the dishwasher. I started that and I was like, I should have started that after this, but it happens. Guy Hamilton, He directed Live and Let Die, 1973, Goldfinger, 1964. I want to say he was an actor also, but for the most part, he was given credit as the director of some of the James Bond movies. He could have been second unit director or just the director. Because I want to say I've said that some other people have directed it, so I don't know. Tommy Bond, who was one of the Little Rascals, he also was like prop department, I believe, and later in his life. And BB King, to the late BB King, that of course was out of the top 100. And there goes a piece of paper. I hope all is well with you. Uh, my night was well last night. Um, I was not told where I was going to be working, so I figured they were bringing in load. So I started breaking down dairy. Then they called the team meeting at the beginning to say, okay, you're working 16, you're working 14, you're working 12. They told me I was working 8, 6, 7, 8, actually. 8 is candy, nuts, water, Kool-Aid. 7 is juice, V8, pineapple, prune, ocean spray, not Hidden Valley, Old Orchard, juice, um, High C. 6 is Gatorade. Because I was told to start in 8, I started in 8. I gave it a half-ass condition. That's where you bring stuff forward to make it look like it's full instead of shoving everything back. That's why it's like on the edge and it looks full. I conditioned 7 first, then I conditioned 8. Uh, I called my supervisor. I said, I can't work 6. There's somebody in there that, well, someone's in there. And he was like, oh, right. Okay. Yeah, condition 7 and 8. Well, I gave it kind of a good job. For me. He was like, no, give it a good job for me. I was like, okay. So I went back and made it look nice. Took me to about 6 o'clock, 6:15 actually, to do both aisles. I think I started at 5:30. I don't know. Could have been 5. Anyway, I tied off the baler twice. Really, the first time somebody closed the gate and filled it up. Didn't bother tying it off. Didn't bother. I don't know if they called anyone like, because then they would have been told, tie it off. But no, they just, and then they left like, because they don't want to do it. Gets me sick and tired. It's just, I'm just tired of doing it, really. But that was about 4:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. I think it was about 4 o'clock. Went back at 6:30 to throw my stuff away. The red light was on, which means it was full. Nobody was there tying it off. Nobody was. So I did. You figure it was after 6:30. So that took me a little overtime. Nobody else wanted it. So they're like, I don't know how to do it. I'm stupid. At least that's how I hear it. Kind of like Christopher Titus. Yeah, where'd you go, dum dum? If you've ever seen Christopher Titus do his comedy act, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I tied it off. I didn't complain as much the second time. I didn't cut myself today. Figure I had one here. I have one here. I think I had one over here. I had one here. I had one on this side. Sean Connery. No. Costanza. No. I don't know why I do that. I can't. It's just silly. No, it's Fremont Lee. Uh I believe I did birthdays yesterday. I did them for 4 days. I think three. I don't know. 15th, 14th, 13th. Because I hadn't been doing it for a while. I hope you're having a good morning or a good afternoon. I hope you had a good day or having a good day. I hope your evening is going well, or excuse me, or has gone well. I keep looking at my face. Look at him. Look at him. He's funny. That's a funny looking guy right there. Dirt. Um, or I could be looking at you going, hello. I see you sitting there watching me. I'm watching you watching me. Yay. No, I'm just hope I didn't have a booger in there. Oh, there's a crusty. It's a crusty. It happens. You breathe in, you inhale, exhale, exhale. Or like that one song, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You mean inhale, exhale, inhale? And of course, wearing that mask, like Spaceballs, it's hard to breathe in this thing. Uh, I don't know what movies I'd have brought out today if I had brought out movies or CDs. I'm not sure what Lenny Clark has been in besides episodes of Rescue Me. I'm sure he's done. I mean, he's done other stuff. I know. David David Copperfield, magician. Could have brought out that book if I had it. Who's that by? David Copperfield. If you know, could you respond, please? That um, in the comments, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. I'm online. I could look it up, but you figure once I get done with this, I'll go to. I'll probably shave. Mickey Rourke could have brought out the Expendables. Was he in the Expendables or Expendables 2? I think he was in the Expendables. I don't have Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, which starred Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson. Jennifer Tilly. She's the one that's in Bride of Chucky, isn't she? Not Meg Tilly. Meg Tilly is the sister that was in. It was a Judge Reinhold movie where he was like a librarian or something with the police, but he wasn't like a real police officer. So his friend, who's a police officer, asks him to go do this thing where they're supposed to do a dance or something. I guess I could have gone. Meg Tilly was in The Big Chill, but I didn't. Thought of an obscure one that couldn't remember the title. Offbeat, I believe it was called. Offbeat, Judge Reinhold. I don't have any Jonas Brothers music that I know of, so I couldn't say anything with Nick Jonas. Molly Shannon, superstar. Well, Catherine Mary Stewart or something like that. She did the Saturday Night Live, which is like, and then she like hugs a tree in the movie or something. I don't know. Same with Amy Poehler. I don't think I have anything with her. Jane Brooke. I have a movie with her where I think Diane Cannon played her mom. They were like spies or something. Ed Begley Jr. He was in one of the Batmans with Tommy Lee Jones, whose birthday was the other day, and Jim Carrey. He was in that Batman. He was the one that runs off the edge going, ah. He was also in Transylvania 65000 with Jeff Goldblum. Not Madeline Kahn. Give me a second. Simca from Taxi, the TV show Taxi. I can't think of her name right now. But she was in that movie. Joseph Bologna. Kyla Pratt was in Fat Albert, the movie where Kenan Thompson played Fat Albert, and he comes out of the TV. Linda Henning, I don't think I have anything. Kurt Fuller, I don't know. Richard Marx, I think I have one of his CDs, albums, whatever you want to call it. Ebony Smith, she was in, I want to say she was the youngest daughter in the Lethal Weapon movies with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. John Glover's somebody else. But yeah, James Moses Black, I don't know. He's been in a lot of things though. And Henry Louis Gates Jr., he's credited for something on 12 Years a Slave. Lauren Bacall, of course, wife to Humphrey Bogart, actress in her own right. Peter Falk, excuse me, one more thing. Columbo, his real name is Frank Columbo. Not Peter Falk's real name. The officer Columbo is because he shows his badge or something twice throughout the whole thing he's done, and on 2 occasions you can actually see that it says Frank Columbo. So when asked if he had a first name, yeah, it's Frank. I mean, you don't picture him as a Frank, but yeah. Anne Francis, she's an actress. I'm not sure if she was the singer, Anne Francis. Excuse me. I could be thinking of something else entirely different. B.B. King, of course, music. Okay, I'm approaching 20 minutes. I hope you have a good day at work or had a good day at work. If you're working, if you're not working, I hope you're having a happy retirement. If you're out of work because of an illness or a thing where you're unable to work, sorry about that. I hope all is well. Unless, of course, you're at the age of retirement in which you retired and all is well. Hope you're keeping busy. Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to have a salad soon. Staying hydrated. It's getting colder out here. Um, it's getting colder out here in Michigan. Had to put the comma in the right place. Um, it's September. Once it hits November, October. October's first, then November. Sorry, I was going alphabetically. Then, of course, November, of course, will be cold. December, January. I checked my email on AOL. I have not received my notice to sign in for renewing the lease because there's nobody in the office for that. Thanks, COVID. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I hope all is well with you. My ear's all red. I don't know if it's from this thing drilling into the back of my ear. I don't know if somebody's talking about me because this one's fine. I give it on the red light back here, but that's definitely not it. Hope all is well. Thank you for watching. If you're one of my subscribers, I thank you. If you're watching out of the blue because you're somebody just like, what's this thing? Hope all is well. Thank you for watching. Take care.